Today on Sugar Spun Run, I'll be showing you how to make oatmeal raisin cookies. Hey Sugar Spun bakers, Sam here, and today I am so excited to be sharing another carefully tested, well-researched, and perfected recipe. Many of you know that I'm not a big raisin person myself, but so many of you have requested an oatmeal raisin cookie recipe, so today we're going to go ahead and make one, and I think you're going to love it. Now for a nice chewy cookie, we are going to be starting today's recipe with 1 cup of unsalted butter, and as you can see, I have melted this. Before we go any further with the recipe, it's important that your melted butter not be hot or even warm to the touch, so you want to make sure you let it cool for at least 10 or 15 minutes after melting it. Mine is cooled, so I'm going to go ahead and add 1 cup of firmly packed dark brown sugar and a ½ cup of granulated sugar. We're also going to be using 3/4 teaspoon of ground cinnamon in today's recipe, and I like to add this in with the butter just because I think it helps develop the flavor a little bit more, just enriches the flavor of the cookie. And we'll just stir everything together. Next, we're going to add 2 large eggs. We'll stir these in until combined. And for an extra touch of moisture and richness in today's recipe, we're also going to be adding a tablespoon of molasses. This is unsulphured molasses. And we'll also add 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract for a great flavor. Stir these together until everything's combined. And then we'll set this aside, and we're going to need a separate bowl for our dry ingredients. Here we're going to combine 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and 3/4 teaspoon of salt, and we'll whisk everything together until it's nicely combined. All right, now we'll gradually add our dry ingredients into our butter mixture. I like to do this in like 2 or 3 parts, and you want to make sure the flour is completely absorbed and your batter is nice and uniform. Now the next thing you're going to need is 3 cups of old-fashioned oats. We'll add those in. And of course the raisins. We're going to be using 1½ cups of raisins for today's recipe. We'll stir everything together. Again, you're looking for a nice uniform batter where the oats are well distributed and the raisins are well distributed throughout the batter. I guess it's really a dough since it's a cookie dough. Now, because we use melted butter and because we want to give the flavor a little bit of time to develop, you want to cover this bowl with plastic wrap, and we're going to pop it in the fridge to chill for a minimum of 30 minutes, and it can chill longer than that. It can chill for up to 5 days. While your dough is chilling, you'll want to go ahead and preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Now I've let this dough chill for about an hour, so we can go ahead and uncover it, and I'm going to be using a 1½ tablespoon cookie scoop and scooping rounded scoops of that. So really I'm using about 2 tablespoons of dough per cookie. And we'll drop these on a parchment paper lined baking sheet, spacing the cookies at least 2 inches apart because they are going to spread some. Now we'll take these over to our preheated oven where they're going to need to bake for about 11 minutes. And once they're finished baking, you'll notice that the edges are a nice golden brown and the centers may even look a little bit underbaked still. That's fine. We're going to let these cookies cool completely on the baking sheet. As they cool, they're going to finish baking in the center, and this is one of my favorite techniques to ensure that you have a really nice soft cookie. If the centers were completely baked when you pulled them out of the oven, once they've cooled completely, they're going to end up dry, and we do not want that. Now all that's left to do is let these cookies cool completely on the baking sheet, and then we can go ahead and enjoy. And that is how you make the best oatmeal raisin cookies. Obviously I'm biased and not a big raisin fan, but I had many oatmeal raisin fan taste testers who raved about this one, so I really do think you're going to love it as much as they did. If you try this one out, please leave me a comment. I love hearing from you and do want to know what you think of this one. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.